Good morning, students. Myself, Gagandeep Singh. I am assistant professor from mechanical department in Chandigarh Polytechnic College. Today we will discuss about subject workshop technology 3, and today topic is grinding. Let's start the introduction of grinding. Grinding is the most common form of abrasive machining. It is a material cutting process which engages an abrasive tool whose cutting elements are grain of abrasive material, known as grit. These grits are characterized by sharp cutting points, high hot hardness, chemical stability, and wear resistance. The grits are held together by a suitable bonding material to give the shape of an abrasive tool. Next is the purpose of grinding. Grinding mainly used for the following purposes: to machine material which are too hard for other machining methods that use cutting tools, to sharp the cutting tools that produce surface with a higher degree of smoothness. Next is the to grind threads in order to have close tolerance and better finish, to produce close dimensional and geometrical accuracies, to remove very small amount of metal from the tolerance. Next is advantages of grinding. A grinding wheel require two types of specification. First is dimensional accuracy, then good surface finish, and good form and locational accuracy, and last is applicable to both hardened and unhardened material. Next is various elements of grinding wheels. A grinding wheel establish contact of the following two materials: abrasive and bond. Number one is abrasive. It is that material of the grinding wheel which does the cutting action. Bond. This material of grinding wheel acts as a binder to hold the abrasive grains together. Abrasive, these are extremely hard material, consist of very small particles called grains, which carry a number of sharp cutting edges and corners. The abrasive are of two types. Number one is natural and second is artificial abrasives. Bond materials or bonds. In order to give an effective and continuous cutting action, it is necessary that the grain of abrasive material should be held firmly together to form a series of cutting edges. The material employed from holding them together is known as bond. The principle of bond are rectifier bond, silicate bond, oxytoloride bond, and resonide bond, and a select bond, and last is rubber bond. Next is grade. The term grade indicates the strength of bond in a wheel, uh, the power of abrasive particles to hold together, and register distribution under the cutting pressure. Softened wheels are preferred from grinding hardened material and vice versa. Similarly, smaller the size of the work, the hardened should be wheel and vice versa. Next is the principle of grinding machine. Workpiece is fed against the rotating abrasive wheel. Due to action of rubbing or friction between the abrasive particles and workpiece, material is removed. Types of wheel. Grinding wheels come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and each wheel has different purpose. Some sharpen and cut, while other polish and smooth. The wheel shape you choose should match the type of application. Number one is straight grinding wheel. You see them all the time. The most basic grinding wheels are in workshop across the world. They are most commonly used to sharpen tools like chisel and lawnmower blades. You probably have one yourself at home. Next is large diameter grinding wheel. Large diameter wheels are like straight wheels, but they are much large. These wide surfaced wheel grind down the output or outside of round objects like carbide blanks, also used for OD grinder, especially in oil and thermal spray industry. Large diameter grinding wheel are manufactured up to 36 inches. Next is grinding cup wheel. One of the most familiar applicable of grinding cup wheel is to polish stone or concrete, but with a small enough grit, cup wheel can take on delicate job like paint and abrasive removal. Cup wheel are often used for reshaping and finishing for some applications depending on the abrasive size. Next is a grinding dish wheel. Dish grinding wheel look like cup wheels but are shallow and have a thinner surface edge. Their narrow shape allows them to fit into tight groove a cup wheel would never to able to reach. They are otherwise used for the same application as a cup wheel. Segmented grinding wheel. Segmented wheels can be manufactured in various styles: 6A2, A1, A1, and A2, A2T. A major difference for this wheel is instead of having a continuous abrasive rim, the abrasive section are segmented and applied to wheel. Then there's common grinding wheels. These are the main components of common grinding wheels. Uh, Next is fracking wheel section. Consider to select a suitable specification of grinding wheel. Number one is the material to be ground and its hardness, like abrasive, grand size and grade. The amount of stock to be removed and the finish required, grand size and bond. The wheel speed is bond. The standard variety wheels are not exceeding 2000 rpm. For higher speed are up to 3600 mpm. Standard organic bonded wheels are used for most applicable over 2000 mpm to 6000 mpm. Last is the contact area of grinding, grit size and grade. In grit size, coarse grit of large contact area, fine grit for small contact area. Next is grade. In grade, the smaller contact area, the hardened wheel. Next is example of a wheel specification. These are the main components, like 51 manufacturing symbols indicate type of abrasive. A is abrasive, like aluminum oxide. 36 is grain size medium. L for grade, structure, bond and manufacturing symbol optional. Next is Turing of grinding wheel. These are the main components of during Turing used in grinding wheel. Uh, First of all, single point diamond tool and grinding wheel and grinders surface grinder. Next, wheel turning. The wheel turning is defined as act to of restoring the cutting face of a grinding wheel by removing the abrasive material from the cutting face and sides of wheel, so that it will run true with respect to the axis of rotation and produce perfect round or flat work. It should includes the alternating of the cutting face shape to produce specific contours as soon as a fresh wheel is fitted. It becomes necessary to true its face. It also produce connectivity or of face. It pair of wheels to perform a forming operation. Next is dressing of grinding wheel. These are the main components of dressing of a grinding wheel. In this, main is grinding wheel and diamond dress and rest and grinding wheel. In a grinding wheel dressing uh, is defined as the act of improving the cutting action. It can also be described as sharpening operation. It becomes necessary from time to time during the course of working to correct uneven wear and to open up the face of the wheel so that as to obtain efficient cutting condition. Dressing a wheel does not necessarily true it. The wheel may be out of round of parallel even after dressing, as it is only removes the outside layer of dulled abrasive grains and the forged material. This is the figure of balancing of grinding wheel. Balancing of grinding wheel is a figure balancing of grinding wheel to obtain good surface finish, to prevent vibration and to avoid undue wear of machine parts. It is necessary that the grinding wheel should have good balance before it is used. Hence, the wheel should be properly tested for balance before its use. But before testing, it should be true. Generally, large grinding wheel need to balance when operating at high speed, but small size wheel need not to balance. Figure shows the typical balancing position of grinding wheel. Wheel is mounted on a suitable mandrel. Last is mounting the grinding wheels. These are main components of mounting the grinding wheel, like clamping, flange, circular grooves, counterbalance, and cardboard packing, felt or leather. All wheels should be inspected before mounting to make sure that they have not been the wheel is put on the arbor and is subjected to slight hammer blow. A clear ringing vibrating should must be heard, and the wheel should not be forced on the, they should have an easy fit on the spindle. The whole of grinding wheel is mostly lined with the lead linear bushes should not projected by on the side of wheels. There must be a flange, or each side of the flange must be large enough to hold the wheel properly. At the least, flange diameter must be equal to the half of the grinding wheel diameter. Both the flanges should be of same diameter. The sides of wheel and the flange should be flanges contact the wheel only with the annual clamping area. Washers of the composite material such as a cardboard, leather, rubber are not over 1.5 mm thick should be fitted between the wheel and its flanges. The diameter of washer may be normally equal to the diameter of the flanges. The inner flanges should be keyed to the spindle, whereas the outer flange should have any easy slide on fit spindle so that it can adjust itself tightly to give a uniform bearing on the wheel and the compressible washer. The nut should be tightened to hold the wheel firmly. Undue tightness is unnecessary and undesirable, as excessive clamping strain is liable to damage the wheel. The wheel guard should be placed and tightened before the machining is started. Last is after mounting the wheel, the machine is grinding wheel should be allowed to idle for the period about 10 to 15 minutes. Grinding wheels must be dressed and proved before any work can be started. Thank you.